Damn it. That sucks. Not going to be as good a time as I would like. But here's your chance. You can nail 3 and do pretty well here. Really, I think that's kind of a wash. What the hell, man? What was that? I don't think it's working right. God damn it. Controller, please don't screw me on this. It could have been so much better. I can live with it. God damn it, no. That fucking ruins it. Motherfucker. You fucking pieces of shit. God damn it. Now you're gonna do this? You're gonna give me this fucking ridiculous pattern now? Come on, man. Fucking bullshit. Oh well. Now I can't fucking do anything right. Damn it! It doesn't matter, I've already fucked this up. Piece of shit. Fuck you, man. God damn it. God damn it. I'm really fucking annoyed. Not only did I screw up the level, but the Hammer Brothers fucking bit me in the ass. No fucking point in getting early hammer because I just fucked myself. I should have used the music box. Should have just gone with it, but I wouldn't. I could have used it, but I don't know if I would have been able to. They might have switched up on me again. Damn. All that, I'm gonna go into World 4 or 5 behind. Somehow I'm gonna be fucking behind. But I got the P-Wing already and I got 2 music boxes. Use them where appropriately. God damn it. Wow, that was just what I fucking needed. Fuck this, man. God damn this fucking game. Unbelievable. Fuck, I did. Doesn't matter now, I'm fucking screwed anyway. God! Fuck! How am I missing that? Son of a bitch. Now I just fucked up 5 too. Son of a bitch. Hopefully I can dodge this friggin' hammer, brother. Reinforced, fine. Alright, we got a chance. Damn it. God damn it! How the fuck did I get that? Might as well just fucking quit. Oh yeah, you're gonna move right there, exactly. God damn it. Well, makes it fucking pointless. What's the point, honestly? What is the point? No point in getting early hammer because it just fucks everything up. I'm done. Fuck you, man. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to update him. What is honestly the fucking point? Fucking bullshit. You. Damn it. As soon as I get that. A complete bullshit hammer brother thing, and then I get one thing after the other. Fuck you. Absolute fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Hey man, what's going on? Yeah. Right. Yeah, nobody, nah, it's just fucking ridiculous. Colin had this tweet. He's like, comfort is Cleveland. The best basketball fit is Philadelphia. He goes, Miami just. Well, I mean, look, we could debate that, but it's a good. Yeah, he's like, well, the Heat is confusing. They don't have any shooters. I'm like, dude, the Heat will figure it out. But the bottom line is, it doesn't matter where he goes. None of those teams is winning the title. So I mean, it's kind of. So yeah, it's interesting from it's interesting to see what happens, but it's not. It doesn't dramatically change. Although the title odds will change. I love this. I love this article on ESPN. No vote on college sports bill expected before August. So everybody's been saying they have this small window to do something, and it's like, nah, we're not going to do it. And then the SEC comes out and is like, yeah, we've talked about going out on our own. Oh, I know. It's because it's SEC media days. So they leaked. So what happened is the SEC leaked it to a reporter, so the reporter would ask the question during the press conference, and then Greg Sankey could go, "Yeah, I mean we've had discussions, but you know, it just makes me laugh. Just like they're not going to go out on their own because they're not gonna govern themselves. You out of your fucking mind? Like you think the SEC wants all the schools mad at them? Hell no. I mean, dude, you're good. You're good enough to where you could be invited to games done quick and do it in front of a live studio audience. Yeah, yeah, it's had a couple of good starts, but yeah, and I beat I mean I got a new personal best on Mega Man. Beat, beat made it by another 8 seconds. But that game's so easy. There's a lot less levels, and you don't have to do it at the same speed. Like in Mario 3, you're doing some of these things at really high speed. So there's no The turtles don't have a turbo. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that's interesting to some people, but I just yep. Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, you see the Red Sox won 15 in a row. They're over 500 now, and they're in the wild card race. But they're still 6 games out of first in their division. Tampa. Yeah, and the Marlins are like a game or two out of the wild card, I think. Yeah, a game and a half. But the NL wild card is fucking crazy, dude. There's like 6, 7 teams. But the Marlins keep losing to Houston. They keep losing to Houston every day. I think they might have got swept. Yeah, they lost all 3 games to the Astros, and they lost all 3 games. They lost 6 games in a row. They lost 3 to Milwaukee, 3 to Houston. Playing, I no idea, but they talk about it on Levitard sometimes. I usually blow right by that. Yep. Yeah, the Cowboys are Super Bowl or bust. Yeah, it might be worth seeing that. Yeah, no, his yeah, no, his stuff's really good. I don't, you know, I didn't see Tenet. Um, but yeah, now now he's tackling like something that's he's not making this up. Like there's actually a story as well. Oh yeah, yeah, Oppenheimer was good. But yeah, you're right. So you're tackling a real something, a true story, the real thing that happened. But yeah, no, it was Oppenheimer was good, but it was a lot of, he's sitting in the room talking to government agents and, they kept doing those scenes. It was kind of like, all right, and the atomic bomb thing was like once, it was 5 minutes. They did the whole thing, which all right, but it wasn't. I thought it was gonna be like awesome. I was prepared for like this is gonna be one of the most this is gonna be one of the most important like special effects scenes in movies in a long time, and it was kind of like okay, but yeah. So I was listening to Bill Simmons today. They were doing some podcasts talking about summer league and all the NBA stuff, and he's like the best. He said the best basketball situation for LeBron to go to is Minnesota. And everybody else on the podcast is like, "What are you talking about?" It was like, "What are you talking about? Like, are you insane? Like, why would you go there? Like, he's gonna play with Lamelo, and like, no, that's not the best basketball situation." So that's funny. Like, people can't even agree on where he should go. So that makes me laugh. Right. Yep. Right. 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 But he doesn't have to play. LeBron doesn't have to worry about defense. They got the defense players, but yeah, the spacing is going to be an issue because are you going to have Bam shoot? Do you want Bam shooting a lot of threes? Giannis isn't going. Giannis can't shoot, so you have a little bit of a you definitely have a little bit of an issue there. But Collins acting like, oh my god, this is just terrible. What's he going to do? It's like Jesus Christ, dude. Like they'll probably win more games in Miami than they will in Golden State. Like and it's also in the East. But yeah, it seems like everybody's like, yeah, I think he's probably going to go back to Cleveland. I'm like, and McIntyre thinks there's going to be some trade that happens. Like Cleveland's going to make some 3 or 4 team deal and get rid of Hart and sign LeBron. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, no, what moves are these teams going to make at this Honestly, like what he's there's no gigantic move that's gonna happen. But I think the problem with the Cleveland thing is James Harden. I just don't know how that's going to work. The Heat don't have anybody who does what LeBron kind of does. So he would have his own spot. There's nobody else like him on their team. And he knows the deal in Miami. So I don't know. I don't know. I keep an open mind. I don't expect. Right. Right. Absolutely. I watched that show on Netflix, the Will Ferrell thing, where he's a golfer. It was, it's all right. I mean, it's not awesome or anything. Molly Shannon plays his wife, and Luke Wilson plays like this really good golfer on the PGA Tour, and he's an asshole the whole time. Luke Wilson being an asshole is pretty funny. Yes, yeah, completely different show though. They're completely different. Like Will Ferrell's like a complete fuck up, whatever. The Owen Wilson character, he's actually like a pretty solid dude. Will Ferrell's like a goddamn mess. He thinks he's fucking awesome, and he starts out on the Corn Ferry tour, so he's not even on the PGA tour, but he still thinks he's fucking awesome. He picks up a caddy in a parking lot somewhere. Like, hey, yeah, you want a caddy for me? Good, let's go. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And his son, and then his son is a golfer playing on the PGA tour. Starts. Oh, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So would you watch season two of Pluribus if they came out with one? Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You have to. Yeah. You have to have it come out every year. If you don't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, they got the new season of Quarterback is out. Um, it's got Baker Mayfield and Jaden Daniels and uh, Cam Ward and Joe Flacco. So it's pretty interesting. They got like pretty much from old to young. They got pretty much every, every base covered. So I watched the first couple episodes. It's pretty interesting. Like they really go into uh, Baker Mayfield and did you listen to the rewatchables where they did what they do recently? They did Ali and they did what about She's the One? Yes, and Cameron Diaz. Yes, 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 yeah. So, but no, it was funny because that movie's and they did Hitch the other day. But yeah, it's a terrible movie. Like they asked the young guy Craig, he's like, guys, why did you? He's like, this movie was terrible. What are you guys talking about? Well, what? And so it was funny. It's like you're trying to get this movie to work. So let me get this straight. This guy's married to Jennifer Aniston, but he doesn't want to have sex with her. He wants to keep having sex with Cameron Diaz. What a tough life this guy has. the other thing is, the other thing is, I'm supposed to believe Ed Burns has trouble with women. Like Jesus Christ, he's better looking than anybody I know. I'm like Jesus Christ, this is a great looking guy. Like he wouldn't struggle at all. Like what are you talking about? I'm supposed to believe this guy. Yeah, no. They're not. The thing is, they're not doing rewatchables anymore. They're just doing movies that Bill Simmons likes. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Right. Nobody gives a shit about Pacific Heights at this point. No one cares about She's the One. No one gives a shit about some of these movies. Now Ali is different. That one was really good, and it's epic and all that stuff. And Hitch was pretty interesting. Although Bill Simmons couldn't stop bringing up Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, even though that happened 20 years later. He kept bringing that up. He was just like, well, he was just pointing out that when he did Hitch, like Will Smith could have done anything. Everybody loved him. Blah blah blah. Now it's a little different. Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think but yeah, no, they are. I will give them credit. They are having some fun on the rewatchables, and she's the one. Like there's just like four or five like gorgeous women. That's what that's what got everybody to see it, and then just how weird everybody is. Like his, like I said, the brother like doesn't want to cheat on his girlfriend with his wife. Yeah, the dad from Frasier's a complete fucking whack job. Like it's that's right, that's right, you pussies. He's like he has them box each other at one point. He's like, and then his wife ends up cheating on him. So it's pretty. It doesn't really. It just doesn't. It just doesn't work. He gets married in like 5 minutes. You're like, what? It's like so. It's not really. It's not really believable. But yeah, when they did Hitch, they had Mina Kimes in there too. Yeah, stop being so stereotypical, bro. Don't make fun of you make fun of the attractive woman. That's not real. That's so it's so fucking obvious, dude. You might as well be a cliche. No, she's like the best one. Yeah, yeah, she's the best one. Like literally, she's the best one on the damn network. Orlovsky just fucking says shit because he feels like it. Just come on, dude. Dan Bad Take Orlovsky. That should be his name. Uh, then they asked, so that the SEC media days are going on. So they talked to Lane Kiffin, and Lane Kiffin does this whole speech, which is like, oh my God. He was like, well, we're all going to die someday. And, I realized when my dad died that, I really need to try to live my life in a better way, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, dude, are you fucking insane? Like, you can't tell this shit to college football fans, especially LSU fans. They'll murder you. They don't care about your feelings, dude. Are you kidding? They don't care about your feelings. They're fucking animals over there, dude. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. And then it's funny. The coach from Ole Miss is like, how do you feel about Lane Kiffin now? He's like, we're good, man. He's like, look, man, he left, so I got this opportunity, man. I should thank him. he's like, look, And then the other thing is, he's living in Lane Kiffin's old house. So he's like, we're good. No problem, man. So I think that's funny. They want that, like the media wants them to hate each other. They want there to be some kind of coach on coach battle or whatever. He's like, no, man, we're good. And apparently he told a player that wanted to transfer from Ole Miss to LSU. He was like, yeah, Lane Kiffin, the guy they built the statue for that they're all pissing on. He's like, trust me, if you leave, they'll hate you in 5 seconds. Which is true, but that's not really good way to sell your program. And I can't remember. Yeah, and Dan Patrick brought this up about the SEC. The SEC is gonna split off and do their own thing. He's like, yeah, they're just upset that they lost. They didn't win the national championship the last 2 years. I'm like, no, Dan, that has nothing to do with it. like, like people get lost in this nonsense. No, they don't fucking care. They didn't win the national championship. Who cares? No big deal. What they want is they want to be able to keep their autonomy. That's what they want. They want this bill to give them what they want. They don't want anybody else to get a lot more money. They just want to get more money. It's goddamn. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. The World Cup's hysterical, and then they're doing these like historical comparisons on First Things First. I'm like, you guys didn't know this 5 minutes ago. You just fucking looked that up on Wikipedia. Just shut up. Like, honestly. Well, he didn't win this award, and he won that. I'm like, dude, don't try to pretend you watch the fucking any other soccer than the World Cup. You guys don't watch a damn thing. You don't know what's happening. So you know, it's kind of annoying. I understand it's Fox. You had the World Cup, so you have to talk about it. I get that, but it's just Yep. Yep. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Now, listen, part of it is Fox because Fox was pumping it up because they want everybody to watch, and then they were basically begging. They were basically begging everybody to keep watching after the U.S. lost. Because they just want the TV. They want the TV ratings, which wasn't a problem. They didn't have to beg. They got a great audience anyway. Um, it was great. Yep. No, I didn't. Yeah. I mean, listen, I can't. I mean, I can't fault him for the photo opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, it's good PR. I get it from that standpoint. He's an idiot, but I understand what he's doing. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it annoys the crap out of me that the way that they acted, but that's fine. I think the media gets insane about this, but you know what? I mean, in college football, everybody's a fucking crazy person anyway. So it's like, can I really complain about coverage of the World Cup when these guys do this in almost every other sport? Like, can I really? I guess I can't. I can't really bitch that they're blowing things out of proportion when it's literally Mike Greenberg's job. It's what he does better than anybody. So, I don't like the. I just don't like the. It's the one thing. It's just this team can win the world. They have a chance to win the World Cup. You got to believe they can. It's like no, I don't. And so that just kind of that's the part that just annoyed me to no end. We can be excited without going. They're gonna win the World Cup. Can we just get the fuck out of here? And Colin, like I don't know what they were all basically smoking crack for a month. No, they can compete with anybody. It's like no, Colin, they can't. It's and that's the part that annoys me the most. Is Colin, the one guy who's always like, take the emotion out of it, take a deep breath, pump the brakes. On this, he was like, no, we're great. It's like, dude, you're obviously shilling for Fox. I get it. I understand. We all got. Yeah. This, yeah. It was a little bit long. It was a little bit longer than that because it went to extra time. But um, it was about 2.5. Right. Well, people didn't like that game because Argentina was basically figured out. You know what? We're not really going to score on this team. We got to just try to get to penalty kicks. And so they were using the Oklahoma City Thunder tactics where they were just grabbing and clutching and they were fouling a lot and so people were really pissed off at the style of play. They didn't like the way that they didn't like the way that Argentina played, but if I'm Argentina, that's what we got to do. Like, you can be mad at it, but at the same time, and then I didn't realize this until after the World Cup, but that's what Argentina is known for. So people who follow soccer, like the ESPN FC, whatever, it's a bunch of English guys and French guys. They were furious. They were losing their minds. They were like this is they're ruining the game and blah blah blah. It was football people are mad. Like they do not like Argentina. So they like Messi, but they don't like the way that Argentina tries to play. And so that was the problem with that game. But you know what, Clark? That's what happens when you get that far in the World Cup. Most of the time, the last game of the World Cup is pretty boring because it's really the two teams are really good. It's really hard to score. Like 4 years ago was the greatest soccer game of all time. So you can't complain too much. That France Argentina game 4 years ago was unbelievable. So you can't complain too much about this. Spain was just the best team. There's nothing else to be said. Spain was just the best team. That's it. They beat the shit out of France. They beat the shit out of Argentina. They only gave up one goal the whole fucking tournament. Like they were just the best team. And by the way, when they won it 16 years ago, they played the same way. So you know that's how Spain is, man. They just bludgeon the shit out of you. There's nothing you can do. Their defense is ridiculous. They're really good with the ball. They keep the ball away from you. You don't get any chances, and they finally get one and they score. So but yeah, you're right. It was a bunch of people, like, if a bunch of people who like didn't watch soccer normally and then came and watched that, they're like, yeah, this is why I don't watch soccer. You're honestly much better off watching the group stage games or like when we get to the quarterfinals, those games, than you are when we get to the final. But I was talking to a buddy of mine from work, and his wife is from Argentina. And I said, "So what is your life going to be like if they lose?" He's like, "Oh, dude, it's like 2 weeks of just, oh, it's 2 weeks of mourning, man. It's rough." But they won it 4 years ago. He's like, "It doesn't matter, man." So, but yeah, I mean, well, the Giants are one of them that he likes. I was trying to think of another one. Oh, Cleveland. He wasn't going nuts, but he thought Cleveland would be pretty good. Like, not make the playoffs good, but he thought it was funny. Like, their over under was like 6.5 or something, and Colin's like, "I'm taking that. They're going over." McIntyre's going nuts. I'm like, dude, he's saying they're going to win 7 games. That doesn't mean they're good. like, so he definitely likes the Giants. I'm trying to think. I mean, he's going to be positive on the Cowboys. I and the Rams. He's going to be, he's buddies with Les Snead, so he's going to be chirping the Rams like crazy because they're the Super Bowl favorites. Yeah, the Rams are really fucking good. Oh, the I mean, he obviously likes the Chargers because of Harbaugh, and Denver because of Peyton. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure. No, he's insulted that everybody's not picking the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. That's what it is. Whatever their Super Bowl odds are, it's going to be disgusting and abhorrent. It's going to be like, no, this is this is a travesty. That's what it's going to be. They'll be like, fifth or sixth, to win the Super Bowl. He's like, this is too low. This is embarrassing. Yeah, we're gonna get. Listen, dude, if the Cowboys are like actually good, like, oh man, we're never gonna hear the fucking end of it. Yeah, yeah, no, I think they can make the playoffs. I think they. And I think Bill Belichick with North Carolina, their over under is 4.5, so that's going to be a shit show. I mean, I hate to be the guy that's enjoying watching him get his ass kicked, but I'm sorry, I do. I do. Notre Dame's playing them this year. They're gonna fucking destroy them. So that's gonna be fun. I think they got to play Clemson in Miami, so they're gonna fucking kill them. And hopefully the Dolphins can succeed at being bad. Yeah, I know. The new coach, new GM, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we gotta win games." Like, oh, Jesus Christ, guys, what the fuck are we doing? Yeah, yep, it's exactly what they're gonna do. Week one, it's like if the Dolphins win week one, it's gonna be like, oh, we're back, and you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Greg Cody being like, this team can win the Super Bowl. It's gonna be it's like Zaslow. It's a good team. It's a good team. It's gonna be fucking hysterical. They'll be just, oh, we're going. Levitard will be like, well, guys, I mean, that was a pretty bad team they played. I don't think that you're a hater. It's just gonna be. Levitard tries to come in with some reason, and they're all like, "What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here!" No, yeah, yeah, and they're all, everybody in like every college football podcast I watch, like the quarterback play this year is going to be unbelievable. I'm like, oh fuck. So what? There's going to be like 7 quarterbacks that are available next year's draft. Dolphins going to be like, yeah, sorry, we can't get any of them. No, we're good. We got Malik Willis. We don't need anybody else. We're fine. We're gonna be sitting here in fucking 2028. Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Like, yeah, we told you 3 years earlier when you guys decided you had to sign him. Right. It's hysterical to me. He jumped on the Malik Willis train faster than I've ever. What the hell, bro? Like, this is what I've never seen Colin do this before. He's jumping on a guy. He does jump on guys early sometimes, but usually it's in college. Like, he doesn't wait until they suck in the NFL, and he's like, no, it's gonna be good. So that's bizarre to me. I think he just likes these guys from the Packers or whatever. I'm sorry, like the Malik Willis thing. Are we kidding me? He had a couple of good games in this manicured offense that's basically dumbed down because he can't do much of it. It just right. Right. Yeah, they had a Chris Sims came up with some bullshit list. He was like the best quarterbacks in their prime. So he had Peyton Manning number one, and Dan Patrick is like, "What are you doing, Peyton Manning number one? Like Jesus." He's like, "Well," he's like, Their defense was never that good. Like the year they won the Super Bowl, their defense was one of the worst defenses that's ever won the Super Bowl. He's like, so Manning's having to carry them in playoff games. He's like, he's the reason that they were winning. Like Tom Brady had, he had the best defensive coach of all time. And it's like and there are a bunch of these playoff games of Brady where he throws 2 interceptions or 3 interceptions, and they win anyway because their team is so fucking good. Like Peyton Manning never had that. If he played bad, they were not winning. So, but Dan Patrick's like, what are you talking about? He had Reggie Wayne and Edgerrin James and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, no, he had offensive talent, sure. So I thought that was pretty funny. It's like Brady never had anybody to throw to. Well, he had those few years with Moss. He always had a good slot receiver, and he had Gronkowski. I mean, Gronkowski's probably the greatest tight end of all time. Like, I mean, I know at the end of his career he had no skill position players at all. But this idea that he didn't have, well, he didn't have. I mean, he didn't have that much to work with, but he didn't have to do that much in most of these games either. But it doesn't matter. It's like I'm like, oh, Chris Sims must be a Barry McConkiner fan because he's making the case against Brady. Right. Yeah, if he was a basketball player, he'd be treated a lot different. But he was good when it mattered, and that's the deal, man. Right. Yeah, I mean it's on the thing is the 28-3 thing is unassailable. You can't. What is you can't argue with that, even though the Falcons are complete dumbasses, and that's the reason that the Falcons blew that game. That wasn't really, I'm sorry, I give the Patriots credit, but I mean, give me a break, dude. The Falcons could have just done anything for that whole game. That whole second half, they would have finished. If they just move the ball and don't throw it, don't do all the dumb shit they did, then they wouldn't have lost. They would have won. So I just and then Seattle blew it at the goal line. So I think a lot of that. I think Belichick should get a lot of that. He should get a lot of that credit. Unfortunately, Brady leaves and Belichick goes in the toilet. So it just gives everybody the narrative that it's obviously Brady, because they were so bad after Brady left.